Chrome.
Okay.
Chrome. Zilla Firefox.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for your feedback. It is good.
Let's move
to... Okay, that is good. Let's clap for ourselves. That is good. That is good. So far, so good. Then number 3, we are told that input the provided Kemis URL. What does the term URL mean? What is a URL? URL and some of the examples of URL.
Uniform Resource Locator.
Okay, thank you so much. That is good. These are very good class. We really appreciate that. So what are some of the examples of a common URL that we know? Anyone?
Gmail.com.
Okay, thank you so much. That is good. That is a common URL. Another common URL is HTTPS, google.com or google.geo.com or kemis.go.k or education.go.k, kra.go.k. Those are common and some of the URLs that we have. So what do? We open your browser. It could be Mozilla, Firefox, the Chrome. Then you input the URL that you are going to share with you. After that, the system will take you to the landing page, whereby you will be required to go to register your institution within Kemis. After that, you will be required to pick your relevant state department. How many people know the number of how many state departments we have within Ministry of Education? Anyone? State departments that we have within Ministry of Education. 1.
State Department of DVET.
DVET, that is good. Anyone else? Another one?
State Department for Early Child Education.
Early Childhood Education. Another one?
We have a State Department of Higher Education.
Wow, that is good. That is good. So within the Ministry of Education, we have those 3 state departments. One is the Early Childhood and Basic. Then we have TVET and Basic Education. We don't have early basic. We don't have early, so we have basic education. We have TVET and higher education. So I really appreciate your feedback. Then after that, where does senior and junior fall within the basic, within the State Department of Education? Where does senior and junior fall under?
Basic education.
Education. Thank you so much. Then after that, after you've selected the relevant state department, you will decide on the type of registration that you need to do. We have new, where we will all begin. We will have to have new registration within Kemis. Then there is another part which says re-registration. So re-registration means what? It means you've already been registered before, and for some reasons or the other, maybe you are deactivated, and now you need to re-register again. A good scenario is whereby a school closed down. In a scenario of re-registration is whereby a school was closed down due to some reasons or the other, then the Kemis platform was also deactivated for that reason. So once the school reopens, or maybe is back to operation, you are now able to re-register again. Then at a point of new registration whereby we will all begin at, you need to fill in the details accurately through the form that will have been provided. So upon submission and upon review, you will be notified through the email address that you will have provided. So you are meant to keep checking your email for feedback, and then finally at the point of login, whereby you will be required to give or to see the login credentials that will have been shared to you through the email that you provided. Then that is all. The form is very, very basic, does not have a lot of details required. In fact, registering an institution could only take a maximum of 10 minutes. And you can even do it with a minimum of even 2 minutes if you have all the required details. So there is the workflow that normally happens upon registration of an institution within Kemis. And the workflow is basically a very good workflow, which requires the intervention of the CD. The CD is the County Director of Education. Then the Sub-County Director is also involved through the process. And finally, the person who normally does the inspection is the CASO. The CASOs are the ones who visit the institution and do the quality check. And they are able to inform our guide whether to limit. They are the ones who guide on whether to approve or reject a new registration that has come up. What I'm showing is the first email that you normally get once you register your school within Kemis. You get such an email which confirms registration submission. The email, of course, there is that salutation which says that, dear that school, and you are informed that your form has been submitted successfully. Then it tells you that our team will review the information provided and then get back to you shortly. At that point, you are sure that the email that you use, it is a valid email, and then you are sure that you will receive a notification once the county director approves your what? Once the county director approves your institution within Kemis. So let me share the workflow of what really happens once you submit your institution through Kemis. This is the workflow of registration of an institution process. You begin at the point of registering through the URL that we will provide. And from that point, you fill in the form accurately using the details of the school. ensure you have not filled in the details of the HOI or details of someone. Remember, these are details which belong to the institution, but not a personal details or a personal email address or personal address or the personal mobile number of a principal of the HOI or anyone who manages the school. So once we fill those details accurately, the workflow goes to the County Director of Education, who is called CD. The County Director of Education is the one who is in charge of the entire county. He's able to see a new submission which has come through the system. The County Director, they also have their dashboard. And what do I mean by dashboard? They also have a system where they are able to log in and be able to see all the institutions registered within their purview and within the county. The County Director, because that school that has placed the application belongs to a specific sub-county within the county. The sub-county director assigns a sub-county director. The county director assigns a sub-county director who will act on the application. So the sub-county director is in charge of a smaller region or a smaller section within the county. So the sub-county director will act on the application that you have submitted. So what will the county director do? He will assign or she will assign the workflow to the sub-county director. At that point, the sub-county director is able to view the details of the school, the postal address, the details that have been provided, the location of the school, and is able to ascertain that, yes, these are the correct details of this particular school within my sub-county. The sub-county director, at that point, because he is not in charge of the quality assurance, he will assign a castle. And this castle is within the sub-county. The castles are the ones who are in charge of institution inspection to confirm the quality standards of that particular institution, and also to do some other checks of whether the institution is compliant or not, of whether the institution has already been registered by the Ministry of Education or not, and some other checks of whether the institution has learners or teachers, or there are the infrastructure of other facilities that are required, that are basic for registering an institution within the Ministry of Education. So the council, once the sub-county director receives the school from the county director, he is able to view the details. Then he is able to have his dashboard or a dashboard. So both the sub-county director, the county director, and the council and sub-county. Ryan, you keep unmuting. And
no, after lunch.
Ryan, can you mute?
Once you are there,
okay. Kindly ensure you are there to Ryan. Okay. Kindly ensure you are there to Zoom etiquette. Please mute while you are not speaking, so that you don't disturb the session. Okay. Thank you so much. I will take both the county, the sub-county, and the sub-county council. The county director, the sub-county director, and the sub-county council. All of the three have their own dashboard, whereby they can be able to log in to the Kemis system and view all the pending actions that need to be done by them. Both the sub-county both the county and the sub-county council are able to log in to Kemis system, and they have their specific functionality within the system, whereby they are able to see what the system requires them to see or what they are mandated to do. So at that point, the county director, or the county director, upon assigning the workflow to the sub-county director again assigns the workflow to the sub-county council. The sub-county council is able to schedule an inspection, and then he or she comes to the school with a notification being made to you that this particular day, on this particular time, the sub-county council will come to you and he or she will inspect the school. Kindly be there, provide the relevant documents, and he will be checking or she will be checking the quality standards of that institution. So upon that, they will inspect and they will do a report. After the inspection, then they will recommend, either by saying the school is not compliant, kindly don't approve, or kindly approve, the school is compliant, and they can proceed with the Kemis registration. So the workflow again will be forwarded back to the sub-county director. So upon council doing the report, they will share back the report through the system to the sub-county director, who will review the comments and the feedback and then recommend back to the CDE. So it's a chain of CDE, SCD, CASO, SCD, CDE. So the CDE, the SCD, that is the sub-county director, will review the feedback by the CASO and then share back the comments or recommendations that he will have made or she will have made. The sub-county director, upon reviewing the comments, he will now also be giving his comments or a comment again back to the CDE. At that point, the CDE will also review or will be able to see the comments done by the sub-county director and the comments done by the sub-county council. And then the CDE will decide on whether to approve or to reject the application. So the workflow can end at that point upon the CDE approving or rejecting. Once the CDE is able to approve, you are notified. So those are three emails. The first email confirming you have registered. The second email confirming a CASO will come to you. And then the last email confirming you have been approved and giving you the login credentials. That is the username. And in this case, the username is the email that you use and the password that you use to log into Kemis. The CDE can also opt to send a county council. There is a person we call a county council. A county council is domiciled at a county offices. He sits or she sits together with the county director of education. So the county council, the CDE can opt to do a second assessment or a second inspection, whereby he will send a different person. Why does he have to do that, or why does the CDE have to send another inspection? Maybe the CDE read the report of the sub-county council and the sub-county director, and he was not satisfied with the report that they gave. So he can opt or optionally give another report or take another report from the county council, who he assigns, and they are able to confirm that they indeed did same physical check and the institution is ready for inspection, or an institution is not ready to be approved. So that is basically the workflow. allow me to share with you as well the emails that I received. I've shown you the first email, which is confirmation of an institution inspection. Then I'm going to share with you the second and the third email. So this is the first email that is normally received. This is the first email that is received. It says that you have successfully submitted your details through Kemis. Then it tells you that the team will get back to you shortly. Then you can access, for further assistance, you can access or contact us at Kemis. Then the second email, which normally is sent to you once castles are planning to visit you, it gives the date of when the castle will visit, and of course the venue is within the school environment. Then they tell you that the purpose of the inspection is to assess compliance with Ministry of Education operational and quality standards. Then you are told, kindly ensure that all the relevant documents and staff are available for the exercise. Then the salutation, you have faithfully the castle. Once the castle does the inspections and recommends your institution for approval, then does the report, shares the report back through the system, and the sub-county director is able to see the recommendations by castle. Then the sub-county director forwards back the report to the CDE, and the CDE is satisfied about the report done, or is satisfied with the report done. The CDE approves by giving the cluster where the school is categorized. So we have cluster 1 all the way to cluster 4, with cluster 1 being the national schools and cluster 4 being the county schools. Isn't okay? Maybe I don't know the policies, and maybe after that you are notified through the last email, which informs you that the institution has been approved, and it gives you the registration number and the email and the password to log in to the Kemis system. So basically, this is the workflow. This is the notification that you get. This is what happens once you register your institution within Kemis. And in the afternoon, we will see this practically. So kindly ensure you have stable internet once you resume after the lunch break. Ensure you have 2 devices, one which you can be able to log in or create an account, create an institution within Kemis. You need also to be active in terms of what we tell you. We will use EC county and Gucha sub-county to register your institution through Kemis. So kindly note that even if you are within a different sub-county, ensure you register within Kemis County and Gucha sub-county. Not Gucha South, but Gucha alone. So we will try this practically in the afternoon after the lunch, and kindly ensure that you follow all the instructions that we are going to give you. Ensure you are very active in the session. So after lunch, we will do it practically. We will be more hands-on rather than theoretical, and we'll move along together. So thank you so much. I hand it over to the chair to guide us.
Okay, thank you. In the morning, people are saying I was not audible.
Let's appreciate our facilitator, Mr. Banas. Let's appreciate him as taken us through step by step and in a pace that is understood by all of us. So thank you so much. Thank you. That is the close of the school. So I want us to, we are going to break for lunch. But during the lunch, if we are able to do a registration of a school, we are ready to approve for you. When I put here, we are saying we are registering all the schools in Kisii County. Anytime you are required to input to the county, put Kisii, sub-county is Bucha. Even if you are from whichever the sub-county, for the sake of the training, we shall use Kisii County, Bucha, not Bucha South, Bucha sub-county. The reason is because we have the login credentials for the CD Kisii. We have the login credentials for the Bucha sub-county director of education and also Bucha quality assurance assistant officer. So we are able to log in and to do the right approvals. Please, if you register in any other sub-county or any other county, we will not be able to approve your school. So we have been doing this for the sake of so that there is uniformity and we are able to move to it. Another clarification I wanted to make is that C1 schools are not national schools. In fact, it's been shocked. This year you will have some day schools being in C1. So there's something in the offing that is coming. So C1 are not necessarily national schools. Actually, the classification of C1 is that these are schools with a national achievement and they have a broad curriculum. So any school that has national achievement and has a broad curriculum is classified as a C1. So if your school has a broad curriculum and has a national achievement, soon you find yourself in a C1 category. All right, thank you so much. Let me invite our spiritual leader to bless our health break. We meet at exactly 2. Those who are able to reach the school and institution, and remember these are dummy details. So you don't need to give us the name of your school. You can use any name. You can use any phone number. You can use a dummy. What? These are the details are there.